is Ethelflaed? Mother!
Edward,
Where?
don't talk like that to your mother.
She has gone to Mercia. She defied me, and you defied me.
Hey, kid, be careful. King or not king,
You think
you can take one.
I demand you call her back. You will show loyalty to your king.
She's not gonna accept, and you can't demand that.
Ethelflaed will summon the Mercian feuds to take an enormous joy.
He's not gonna accept. Look at him right now. Fucking teenagers.
Stop this nonsense.
He's praying.
Father Beowulf.
Yes.
I know you blame me for his death.
No.
I'm told your God gives mercy. Mercy!
Uhtred.
It's not my God that you hate. But the fact that I am not you.
Don't blame your kid or his God.
He does not want me. You know, I will return to the church. That's what he wants us to run away. I'll remind him of his defeat and of Father Beowulf's sacrifice.
Oh, the blindness of youth. Uhtred is a warrior and a father.
He has never been a father.
Because he's absent. Do you know how many battles he's fought?
You're such a good friend, Finad.
He fought for them, but not for himself, but for you. To give you the legacy of God.
And Bill cat died from that.
I've lost my lance. I've lost my name. I can no longer call myself Richard of Berenberg. And I'm not to leave me. Let them go.
No. He needs to find hope, to find faith again. Beoka was there for that, to remind him from where he was. That's it, I'm only realizing that Beoka is dead.
Once Ethelred is gone, you will defeat Canute and unite the kingdoms.
With what man?
By sacrificing Mercia,
And
my
Mercians?
sister.
Uniting the kingdoms could not come without a cost.
Why are we listening to him like he's there since 3 episodes? If you're crying again, I'm gonna cry again. No, 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 no flashbacks, no. Oh! Oh! Don't stop!
I've come side by side.
Always!
You saved my life as a boy. And as a man. And Dex. He was like a father.
Yes! And a brother and your best friend, he was everything. You're not alone, Uhtred. You need to see that.
No place blessed by his God.
Oh,
He is with God now. Peace.
you're thinking of that, Uhtred.
The tongue of the Lord and path without gates.
Thank you, Finad.
The Lord's estate is fallen. The heart of Mercia is gone.
Oh, what now?
Lieutenant Ragnarsson? I thought I could smell something rotten on the air.
We don't need you now, Istan.
Well, we have to check. Suppose once more you ride out to save the baby Ethelflaed.
Oh, you're gonna tell him?
And now, like you, Jude, I only want a woman to hump and a piece of land. I have both. In Skade and Beowulf. Until you took them
You
away
never
from me.
had skate.
How is Ethelflaed? In my experience, the bitch has never known when to lie down. No doubt
He tried
she's
to rape her.
She doesn't need me.
Not sure of that.
That's not what I heard. Imagine she squeals like a big fat baby.
Don't do anything. He wants that. He provoked you on purpose. Just think about it. What do you want, Istan?
I would slit her throat after she'd been ridden.
Don't.
No, I'll kill you.
If he just wants a fight,
There is something I can give you. The name of the man that killed Ragnar.
yes!
Oh, that's all.
The one who suggested that to him.
Another was put poison into his ear.
Why are you doing that, Istan?
He wanted to lead the Danes. He guided the blade. So it was hard.
Yes, Brida, she needs to know the truth.
Seclus sons.
Uhtred.
You will leave Knut's bastards behind.
Uhtred? Don't. Children are not paying for the sins of their parents. Istan wanted that.
Knut goes down to it. The Danes have sacked Aylesbury, taking Mercia.
If Red loses Mercia, then we lose our position.
You think I do not see that?
So what are you gonna do?
When Lady Ethelflaed throws herself into the path of the Danes, it will leave a path open for you.
Alone?
We don't need a husband who used to be king. You must tell Ethelred the truth and persuade him to defend his kingdom.
If I tell him the truth, he will kill me.
I will do all I can to soften the blow.
She's gonna give herself to Dick. I don't want to see that. Of course he's violent with her.
What do you do with the boys?
We will take them to Ethelflaed and Mercia.
She said you fought because you believed in a cause. Not for God, or for God to keep safe the people that you love. She said that is why you will always have the strength to stand up when others fall. It is why these men love you. And will follow you wherever you go. As will I.
Oh, that was sweet. Oh, that's not gonna be sweet.
Rhoda,
Lady Ethelflaed.
I have summoned the Mercian Feuds. They are marching to Tettenhall. Knut will pay for this bloodshed.
My husband, Ryan Wood, if he saw a person make the wrong decision, he took action to correct it.
Oh, you're planning something?
You will take a message to the Welsh king, Harold.
Okay. I didn't know that he was an option.
Ethelflaed is expecting an army.
She should have won. Yes.
Uhtred! Why are you not at Brandenburg?
Haha, long story. We lost Beoka!
Knut says.
And Knut will hear of this and he will come for you. I have ordered the Mercian Feud to Tettenhall and I believe that Edward will meet us there. Then we will summon Knut to fight.
You should not be here undefended. Finnan, leave at first light.
Altar, prepare the survivors.
What? We know him, no? I have the impression that we know him. I'm searching, into my memories. I have trouble to remember. I have the impression that we saw him, but maybe not in this show. You understand what I mean? Sometimes we saw an actor playing one kind of role so many times that you can't remember if it was really into this show or another one. Let's talk about everything else that happened during this episode. We have so many things that we have to talk about. Beginning with Beoka. I'm really sorry I took so many entire minutes to realize that he was really dead. I was really sad, mad, trying to negotiate really the steps of mourning. I took all of them. He's really dead. In just the first minutes of this episode, really, I saw the last episode 1 week ago, so I was really not into that kind of mood, like we can really lose someone and so quick. That's why maybe I took so many minutes, to realize it, to be like, Beoka really died. I'm so sad. That's why they put that in, during the episode 1. You saw my reaction during that goodbye with Uhtred. I was like, that's not okay. They are having goodbye moments like that since a long time. In each season we have a goodbye moment like that with Uhtred and Beoka, and each time I'm like, that's not great, maybe Beoka is gonna die. And during the first episode of this season 4 we had a moment like that, and I was like, no, it's again a goodbye moment like they are used to, but it's feeling different, They are really insisting on it, like it's really the last time that I'm gonna see each other. But I was surprised that at the end, no, Beoka was returning, you know, to see Uhtred and was going with Uhtred to Bebbanburg. So I was like, no, I was wrong. It's not gonna happen. It was not the last time that they saw each other. But it was for that. They knew that they were gonna kill Beoka during the episode 3, so that's why they made that goodbye moment during the episode 1. Because they knew that they were gonna kill Beoka, you know, suddenly just like that, and Beoka and Uhtred were not gonna have the time to say stuff to each other because Uhtred was forced to abandon Beoka just like that, so they knew that they were not gonna have a goodbye moment at the moment that they were gonna kill Beoka, so they put the goodbye moment during the episode 1. I don't know why I abandoned, you know, that idea that Beoka was gonna die that I had during the episode 1. I should have kept it, you know, to be prepared for that, to be prepared for Beoka dying, because right there I was not prepared at all. Beoka died. Like that. I mean, protecting young Uhtred, but also killed like that, you know, by the uncle's son, you know, who didn't want to negotiate. Beoka tried it, you know, to negotiate, to... Oh. My only comfort, you know, with Beoka dying is the fact that now he's gonna be back with Thyra, but... you know, she's in Valhalla and he's into Heaven. I'm not really a person who is believing into one or one other god, so for me they are reunited, no matter what. But she's really dead. And like Uhtred said, he was like Uhtred's father, and he was also his brother, and he was also his best friend, and he was also his best advisor. We lost someone so important right there. And just like that, again, 2 minutes. They took 2 minutes to kill him at the beginning of the episode. Yes, really, I'm comforting myself, you know, I'm reassuring myself by having this thought about him being with Thyra now. That's my only comfort. But of course he was gonna die. This goodbye moment during the first episode, this moment also with Alfred's wife during the first episode. Of course they were preparing us for that, for killing him. Why didn't I think about it more, you know? Why did I stop, you know? I'm mad at myself now. You know? I hope that they buried him properly in Bebbanburg. I know that we had this moment, you know, with Uhtred burying that cross, and that was a good moment. The flashbacks, really, I didn't need flashbacks to cry during that moment. Just Uhtred respecting so much Beoka and Beoka's face by burying the cross, that was already so symbolic and so great that it was enough to make me cry. So to have the flashbacks, I didn't need that. Beoka died. Ragnar died, Thyra died, Beoka died, Alfred died. Really, we are saying goodbye to the old generation little by little, and they are preparing us for the new generation also, with Aethelflaed, with now Uhtred's son. Soon we are gonna say goodbye really to all of them, to all of the old generation. Like, I'm really worried right now for Brida. She's into a situation, you know, she's fighting with Canute against Mercia. Soon she's gonna fight with Aethelflaed army, with the Welsh army, maybe also with Edward's army, but I don't believe so. And maybe also soon with also Dick's army, but I don't believe so. I think that the both of them, they're not gonna be involved, or they're gonna be late, you know. They're not gonna be really right there, but still Brida is gonna be against all of them. Brida, I'm really worried about you now. And also because of the fact that you are pregnant with the man who helped, you know, who was the one to whisper, you know, to the nephew to kill right now. Now, he knows the truth. I'm glad that Uhtred knows the truth. You have to tell it now to Brida. She needs to know. But I hope that Brida, you know, she's sometimes really doing stuff really like impulsively. I hope that she's not gonna do anything to her son who is coming because of that information. I'm really scared, you know, with Brida we never know what she can do when she's learning something. Again, she's so impulsive sometimes, but please stay alive. Brida, I need you to stay alive. All of these situations, you know, with Dick not knowing the truth about Marcia being attacked because of his, you know, right hand killing the messenger. He's gonna know the truth. And he's gonna return back to save Marcia. He has to. But maybe he's gonna let before Ethelflaed against the Danes, you know, because he wants Ethelflaed to die since so many times now, like it would be the good way to do it. So maybe he's not gonna defend Marcia, not just like that, not at first, just to let Ethelflaed losing. But what he doesn't know is the fact that Uhtred is now with Ethelflaed, with Canut's son. So maybe she can try something, you know, she can try to negotiate with the Danes. And also, her mother told to that priest to go to have the Welsh king and the Welsh army on their side, so she can really win Ethelflaed, or at least win that battle, not the war, but that battle. So Dick is gonna be late for a battle that he was gonna win no matter what. He's gonna say that he won it. I'm tired of that in advance. But Edward, you're a disappointment kid. I really thought, you know, during the end of the last season, he was really acting like a king, like a future king who was gonna be a great king. He was respecting his words, you know, with Uhtred by leading the army to go to save Uhtred's men, and he was also the one who said all of that to Uhtred in front of the nephew, you know, during that moment, during that big moment, during the last episode of the last season. I really thought that he was gonna be a good king, but because of the fact that he has a really bad advisor that is listening like almost blindly, he's beginning to be not a good king, and also someone that you want to slap, like you want to take him and to be like, oh, wake up, you can't do that, you can't be into that defensive mode, because what the Danes are gonna win with all of the other lands around you, and you're gonna be all alone after that, and all alone you can't win, and all alone you can't respect your father's legacy to unite all of the Saxons, to unite England. I loved Alfred's wife during this episode because she's the one who is respecting really Alfred's legacy and who is trying to unite all of them. Thinking about the Welsh also, I really didn't think that there were an option. And I'm gonna see that today also, not just right now, because right now I'm gonna eat a little, but after my brunch I'm gonna watch the episode 4. Please, I don't want to lose someone else during the episode 4. That's it. Like, we lost Beoka, that's already too much for this season. If we are losing someone else during this season, I'm gonna... Like, Finan now is into my heart. Finan, I loved him already during the season 3, but now I love him even more. Please, Finan, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Same for Osfers, same for Silfric. Young Uhtred, I love the fact that you are respecting your father now, but he needs also, you know, to take his place, his own place into that group, into the world also, you know. He needs to take his place, to to not just follow, you know, to be also the one who can say stuff, who can be there. That was a good episode, even if we lost Beoka, that was a good episode. Even if I didn't like the majority of the things that happened during this episode, if it's not for Uhtred learning the truth about Canute, all of the rest, I'm not really a fan of it, but it was a good episode, I cannot lie about it. Istan, he knew that he was provoking Uhtred and that it was gonna finish with a fight against each other and that it was gonna finish also with letting Knudsen just right there. He knew that he did that on purpose. For what? You know, what is his purpose by letting Knudsen with Uhtred? You know, I have trouble to understand what he can win, you know, right there with this situation. I think that he had an intention, you know, doing that. But for what? We'll see. With his stand, really, it's we'll see each time, because he's a fucking rat, he's on everyone's side, he's doing his own stuff, and we never know where he can go with who. I thought that he was with the Danes, you know, by telling a lie to the Mercians, but if you are doing that to Canute, you're not really with the Danes. So, we'll see. With his time, it's really, we'll see. And I will see that later today. So it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.